Hey, people. Mike here. I know you guys know what that means. I know you guys know where that's from. Happy Tuesday. It's November 26th. We're at the end of November. This is the last stream until we hit December, and it's Christmas time. Happy early Turkey Day to everybody in America watching who celebrates. Thank you for tuning in. Mike Straw Show. We're doing a special one today. Kind of a viewer's choice. Let people ask questions if you have questions. I don't know how many people are here. I keep that stuff hidden because I have a problem where if I look at the number of people are here, I let it get to me and it affects how I do the show. So I act like there's no one here other than the chat and things go well. So asking your questions. We do got some things to talk about today, but while we wait for people to get in here, let's have a little bit of fun with a little bit of warm up. Let's do some Wordle, some Bandle. I don't know if you guys know what Bandle is, but Bandle's fantastical. All right. How's everybody doing on this lovely, lovely day? When do you think we get more news on Fight Night? Maybe the Game Awards? I don't think that soon. I do not think that soon at all, sped up. If and when and if we get something, it'll be next year at some point. Though I know for a fact, like I said, the numbers came out late last week on Friday for the streaming. 2 out of 10 on the band. I know it was bad. I know. The numbers came out for the gaming sales numbers for October, and Undisputed was the 4th best-selling game on PlayStation and the 4th best-selling game in general for the month of October. So it sold over 1 million copies, 4th best-selling game of the month across all games, all major platforms, PC, Xbox, and PS and PlayStation 5. That has to be viewed as a win, and it's something that EA is regularly keeping an eye on. They are keeping an eye. Oh, did not want to do that. Why is it? I don't know why that's not working. But we got this. We got this one. There we go. All right. So, I always start with my last name. It's very easy. And Fight Night only sold 1 million. I don't know how much did Fight Night champion? Let's see if they have numbers on BG charts here. Let's look. If I look up Fight Night, so Fight Night Champion, they do not have. Fight Night Champion reportedly sold 1.13 million. Is that just PS3 though? Okay. It sold 1.13 on PlayStation 3 and 0.78, so 780,000 on Xbox 360. So it sold about 2 million copies. Dirt Fan, you didn't miss anything. We're doing warm up. I don't know why. Twitch notifications are weird, man. Twitch notifications are really weird. So it did about 2 million copies. I do expect Undisputed to sell more than that. If you are, let's see. There's no R, no S, no A. Okay. That was an easy one. Perfect. If you missed the news, Shohei Yoshida is leaving PlayStation after 30 years. And if you missed it, Dirt Fan, we'll talk about that too in a second. If you missed this at all, let's see if it's just, there we go. We can do that. You know what? Let's do, and then webcam. We're going to just do it basic. Oh my God, that's way too big. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is my biggest memory with Yoshida.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
PlayStation.
The greatest thing ever. The absolute greatest thing ever was that. Hi, nephew. Because if you don't remember Yoshida, when that happened, Xbox unveiled the Xbox One earlier that day at E3 2013, and it was going to be always on, couldn't play used games, always check for an internet connection. They flat out said, if you are somebody who doesn't have access to good internet and you want to play games offline, use an Xbox 360. So they basically said, don't buy our console. So Sony had all the ammo they needed to rewrite some of their show that night. And that was one of the things. They just ripped into Xbox. Like, that was the moment PlayStation overtook everything. It was hilarious. So he's retiring after 31 years, and he was been with PlayStation from the start, 93, before PlayStation Studios was ever a thing. What do you think the announcement would be like if it were to be announced next year? Fight Night? I think the announcement would just be similar to how they announced the return of college football. A basic tweet. Like, because you got to remember, let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, I didn't say this, but okay. Let's see. There was the one. I'm trying to find it. But all they did, EA College Football, was put out a tweet. All they did was put out a tweet. They wouldn't. No, they won't announce it before UFC 6. There's no way. I would be so surprised. So when they announced it, it's back, but they just did college football is coming back, and that's kind of what I think could happen again with this. That's kind of what I think could happen. This one, like the current deal, yeah, talks are progressing. So yeah, I reported talks are progressing. An announcement. I didn't say an announcement could come soon. I said it wouldn't surprise me if when they did an announcement, I talked about it on last week's show, they did an announcement, it would make sense, and it wouldn't surprise me if they waited until around the 20th anniversary of when they got the official exclusive license to begin with. So I don't like the wording of that. I don't like the wording of that. It's out of context. I didn't say it's going to. I think it's more than likely it does, but I didn't say it's going to. So, also, if you didn't see, before we move on, I was in, if you haven't, Amazon Prime put out a documentary called It's in the Game, Madden NFL, a 4-part documentary. I've teased it,
So everybody
and
to play Madden.
I'm not a big part of it at all. But you can't tell me this isn't the coolest shit in the world. I am in a Madden documentary. And let's get rid of my webcam here. Like, just the idea of me being in it alone is so cool.
Game.
Honestly, Clint, if you don't have a clear vision, then you're not going to give us a clear product.
There's a common sentiment that Madden doesn't necessarily listen to its players. But we try to take as much of it in as we can.
For nearly 20 years, when it comes to simulation football games, there's only one option. EA has had an exclusive agreement with the NFL since December 2004, making the Madden franchise the sole game in town.
We have an exclusive license with the NFL, and so that creates its own level of stress and pressure.
But now, as the exclusive contract between EA and the NFL gets closer to the end of the current agreement, many have been wondering whether that's about to change.
Without them, we don't have a game, we don't have a business.
No audio? Okay, sorry. So I'm only in it a very small part. But it's so cool that when I can go down here. Let's see. Where is it? Just air the credits. That's all I want. Here we go. Yeah, I was muted. So, it's so just cool to me when I could watch this. Wow, we need the it's coming. The music is so good. The old Madden theme. Oh my god, the old football themes. It's getting there. It's getting there. The number of people that work on these things, you have no idea what goes into it. It's so nuts. All right, I'm coming up. Right here. Look at that. Look at that. That's so just cool. Such a small part. Such a small part. And I am in on it. That type of shit just, like, it's not a lot. But man, does it make me feel good about it. About everything. It makes me feel really good about everything. And I don't know. It's cool. It's a nice little win. A nice little win. Motorsport Games, Dirt Fan. Yeah, they're trying to move shares around up to $100 million in shares because they got their delinquency or deficiency notice. They got their deficiency notice for the NASDAQ that they're at you have to have for the NASDAQ, they have to have 2.5 million in equity available or out there. They only have 2.17 or something like that. So they got a little work to do. They'll probably get it. And then that 103-page S3 is just a way to say, hey, these are all the ways we're trying to get it. Let's see. Canucks, Whitecaps, Grizzlies. Was there one more team? You know, I don't like those ones. Bus, refrigerator, sweetness. Megatron, those football nicknames. Boom. So if the announcement was in 2025 for Fight Night, when could we see a possible release date? Would it be the same way? I think so. I don't see it being 2025 if they announce it. I'll be surprised. That would be awesome if it was. But I know the focus right now is on UFC 6. Like they're actively doing recording of the audio and stuff like that. Yeah, the thing is, it's not they have a month with the old NASCAR, then they'll just go to iRacing. It's they have to remove them entirely for sale. That's the problem. They have to remove it entirely for sale. Oh. What? All right, we're going to deselect. Deck, grip, truck, wheels, part of a skateboard. Jazz, Raptors, Clippers, Magic. I already guessed. No, I didn't. Maybe Cana. Oh, Canadian teams. There we go. And then there we go. NBA teams. Teams to never win an NBA title. That one was frustrating. These ones. That was frustrating. I think, yeah, late 2025, 2026 is probably what we're looking at. I know that, like, they are on it. They're on it like white on rice, man. All right, let's do some Bandle. I have no idea. Oh. Oh my God, I know the song. I know the song. What's going on with the NASCAR online as far as ignition not working? Wouldn't they put out at least a You'd think they'd put out an update because the online for that 4 and 5 keep going down. 5 still gets played the most, and they aren't putting anything really towards it. From what I know, they don't have many people working on anything NASCAR related, if any. All the focus is on Le Mans, and like chances are, why put effort? They only have a month with the game. I think they're okay with just letting the game die and screwing over the fans. The hope is that there's a group of fans that can get it working online once they can't be sold anymore, and we get peer-to-peer racing. But I don't know. I would hope so on PC at least. Any news on GTA 6? I really think this is not a report. This is just my opinion. I really think it'd be smart to, if you're still coming out in 2025, like you say, it'd be smart to drop another trailer around the year mark of the last one, of the first one, and around the Game Awards, or around the Game Awards. That's what I think they would be the smart thing to do. Oh my God, I know this song. This is gonna bother me. It's gonna. It's not No Doubt. I don't think it's No Doubt, but yeah, it's not even in there. Gasolina was 2004. Oh my God. Gears, I thought Gasolina was so much more recent than that. Not a hoop, not a gasolina. Tome gasolina. Oh, that's so frustrating. What's going on with level 2K? I don't know, and that's pissing me off. They had on their latest earnings calls, the last few, you know what, real quick. On the last few earnings calls, they haven't mentioned that they have the 2K NFL license. They haven't mentioned even NFL 2K, the mobile game. that they released earlier this year, they haven't mentioned a damn thing. It's like it's just not even there. It's like it's not even there. And it's so frustrating to see. Like, I'm wondering just what they could be doing. Because they paid for the license. And it was a multi-year, multi-game license. That's what I don't... that's what I don't get. They paid for it. You know what I mean? So they're obviously have been working on something. I know they were working on a console game. The only thing I can think of why we haven't heard anything is that they're really hoping the exclusive sim license becomes available and it's no longer exclusive, and then they can swoop in. They've been working on a sim game and we'll have that. That's the only thing I can think of at this point of why things are the way they are. Nothing else makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Do you think we could see characters like Tank and Fight Night, or would it all depend on how much EA is willing to pay? It all depends on what they're willing to pay. All depends on what they're willing to pay. Did who sign a 10-year contract? The NFL and 2K? No, it was just a multi-year, multi-game contract. There was no specific number as far as years that were made public. All right. Create groups of 4. All right. Promotion, bonus, equity, raise. Yay, good things to get at work. I'd like some of those. I mean, I've gotten bonuses and raises and promotion, equity. I have equity in companies I used to work with. I have equity at those companies. Okay, that's not. This one's a pain in my ass. Club, Ritz, Animal, and Goldfish. Types of crackers. Thank you. Undisputed, I think it will. I think it will make or break the game. So I'm happy they released out a quicker update. I'm so happy they did that. They released an earlier, like, quicker update for it. But I'm not happy with how long it's been for everything else. They obviously sold well. So I don't know. It's tough to say make or break. They did sell well. They sold better than expected. So that's going well. They have some things coming in the pipeline with some DLC and some new fighters that they're working on. I know I've brought up the fighters that they've talked to. So we have that going on. So their things are still in motion with it. Things are certainly still in motion. With it. Overlook, forget, ignore, and discount. Disregard. What are these? Featured in... Oh, okay. All right, I just got it at the end. All right. So why not... Like I said, we're just chilling. Ask questions. Like I said, the show goes until the questions stop. If you are watching on YouTube, leave a like, because that helps the algorithm and gets in front of more people. If you're watching on Twitch, follow, share it, and everything like that. Do you think NASCAR 25 will break records for iRacing? 1,000%. And the reason I say that is there's a lot more people playing on consoles than there are PC. That's just how it is. Releasing a game, NASCAR, on console and PC opens iRacing up to a group of people that they haven't had. Hit the wrong screen twice, multiple times. What am I doing? It opens them up to a group of people that they just haven't had. And this is what's going to help them in a major way. They're getting 65 million people on PlayStation who may not have a PC that have been able to run iRacing or just don't want to spend a monthly subscription for a game. And then another, however many, 40 million, however much, or 30 million that the Series X and S have sold. So you're looking at about 100 million people, give or take. If we say 25% of those have a PC that can play iRacing games. But either way, you're not looking at something. You're looking at a game that's a pay one time, get it and play it, versus a sim monthly subscription where you have to buy the cars and stuff. So iRacing, as far as that, will make bank, and fans will be so desperate. That might be the wrong word to use. So desperate though for a new racing game that we aren't gonna see anything. This is gonna be something they've never seen. My only issue is the toxic online lobbies they have to somehow make it like iRacing. You mean the toxic lobbies that iRacing currently has, or the toxic ones that like NASCAR Heat has had? I'm guessing the game off the BioShock Infinite. Every time it's BioShock Infinite, when in doubt. All right, it's a Call of Duty game. Nope. Original platform PS4. When do you think we'll see a next-gen console? 2027, 2028 is when I think we get something. We had Sony, the report this week. Sony's working on a handheld actual console that'll play PS5 games that they want to use to compete with like the Switch and Xbox's handheld. The thing that bothers me is the report says to play PS5 games. By the time it comes out, the PS5 will be on its way out. So wouldn't you want it to play current gen, whatever that is, PlayStation games? So I'm not going to be a fan of that one. Because the Portal was supposed to play PS4 games, and then they botched that, and it became just a streaming only over network thing, where you have to play games from your console. But now you can play games off the cloud on PlayStation Plus too. Both, I don't know. The toxicity of the lobbies, that's going to be, I feel like it's less toxic on console, to be honest. For the most part. Because if you're playing on console, there's a lot of people who just want to chill. They just want to sit there and chill. And they aren't. Or on PC, they have their full setup. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think the toxicity is something they're going to worry about, but I think they will have things in place to handle it. Rankings, I think I'm interested to what they do. What I want to see with the console game, obviously the single player career mode is big for me. I want to see for online how you can handle leagues. I want to be able to spectate a league race and have a ticker across like what Ignition was supposed to have. I want to be as close to where I have it. That's what I want, because I want to do a racing league. That's what I want to do. But I think that there's going to be rate on, like you got to think iRacing has been doing this for so long on that front that online is going to be their specialty. Their specialty. When do you think we already had that? I have a gut feeling GTA 6. I still don't think so. I still think we get it by holiday season next year. Around this time, we'll all be playing GTA 6. I've heard nothing to suggest that they're at risk of a delay. There's nothing I've heard to suggest that. everything I've been told every time I ask is that things are on track. Things are on track. Literally, that's the term they always like to use is things are on track. I've had nothing to tell me that they are running, behind. If I'm a gamer, what I'm worried about if you're a PC gamer, I'm worried about the cost of components coming in. If you want to build a PC, I will say build a PC now. Don't wait until after, the new administration takes over with the tariffs. I don't want to get political, but these are things when you're working on that side of things and you see the plans for like tariffs and stuff, you have to think, where are the products for your components coming from and what are the chances that's going to be passed on to you? If you're in the market for a PC, buy them. Like, that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about a delay with games because physical games, sure. I think we're going to see, depending on what happens, though, I think we might see more games just abandon physical releases altogether if this keeps up or if it happens what they say might happen. When can we see a UFC 6 announcement? Spring, maybe? I think it would be smart to release the game during International Fight Week. When is International Fight Week 2025 is June. So I would do something in June and announce it around then. That's when I would do something. Career mode, make it a grind 8 series. I would like it. So I still love the career mode from the NASCAR games from the mid 2000s. Outlaws game has fun leagues and a lot of folks. The thing is with the Outlaw game, they know it's such a niche type of thing and type of game that they just want to keep people happy because you don't want to run people off. All right, what game could this be? I don't know, Dark Souls. What? No, I don't want that. What is this? Horizon? Oh, it's Astro. Wait, it's not. It's Astro Rescue Mission? Damn. That's annoying. All right. Let's play previous days. Let's play day 3. We're way behind. I know it's not Nidhogg, but we're going to go Nidhogg. It's not even in that series. Metacritic score of 85. What is this? How much do you think EA will sell when they release? It's going to be $70. It's going to be $70 without a doubt. That's just what it games. I feel like NASCAR just failed and wasn't. Dude, it was rushed. And I can tell you why it was rushed. They didn't have the money to keep developing it, so they had to release the game in order to make some money back to put money back into the game to develop it. They had no more money. And that is the biggest problem. They had nothing. And it's definitely a frustrating thing. Guys, want to watch a video of a friend of mine? Here, we're gonna hop into a stream. and make sure you can hear. Let's get the settings going. Output, audio. Let's see. Can they hear me? You can hear me. Cool. Cool. Perfect. We're going to load that up and we're going to watch it on stream. We're going to watch it. Once I figure out what game this is. Original platform, PS. What the? You know what? I'm just going to go Horizon again. It's not, but I'm going to do Horizon. Oh, no, it's on PS4 and Xbox. I'm on Guess the Game, and I can't figure out what game. It just gives you. It's like the Guess the Movie one that we've played with, like, and all that, but it just gives you screenshots of games. And I have it open. Let's see if I can do it this way, too. Yeah. Oh, the first one I did was Astro's Playroom. And first one I did was Astro's Playroom or Astro's Rescue Mission. Am I? Okay. Hold on, let me stop streaming there. What game? Because I can't figure it out. Hold on. I'll be back. Twitch and YouTube. There. That should be better. All right. What's your wildest, somewhat realistic game award world premiere? Somewhat realistic. I don't know. That's tough. Wildest, realistic, or somewhat. I think we get our first look at the new Mafia game. Mafia or Borderlands, we get our first look at one of those two games. Because they're both coming next year with GTA. I think we get our first look at one of those. Dude, this game is frustrating me. Like, what the hell could it be? Yeah, what's the game then? Because I'm blanking. Spoil it. I'm trying to answer it, damn it. You were wrong. It's an open...
Outer Wilds.
Yes. You son of a gun! I don't know. My thing is when in doubt, I just guess BioShock Infinite. Stupid. There we go. Let's do it. No, but it's got a Metacritic score of 89. Let's see. I know. I just like to guess a game from a series because then it'll tell you if it's in that series. I'm praying Fight Night isn't on Frostbite. It will be. I can almost guarantee any game for the next, at least the next 6 years will still be on Frostbite. All they're going to do is keep updating it. Kind of like how Bethesda keeps their crap engine. EA will keep Frostbite. Is this? Nope, hit the wrong thing. Yeah, spoil this one too. Because it's going to piss me off because I feel like I know it. You know what? I'm doing one more. There we go. Fucking. Yeah, I had to guess one more. I'm like, it's. Yeah. All right, day 5. Oh, Monkey Island. Escape from Monkey Island, baby. What? It's a Monkey Island game. I know it's The Secret of Monkey Island. Damn it! I knew it from, there was a Monkey Island game just by this screen. Oh, this is Grand Theft Auto, right? Yep. Boom! Boom! Fight Night won't fail. It'll sell just as good, if not better, than Undisputed, because no matter what people try and say, EA still sells. People will bash EA, including me, all we want. But what do you look at every year at the top 10 games of the year? At least 3 of them are EA products. I mean, it is likely being developed by the same studio. That's the thing. UFC and Fight Night. Max Payne. Nope. Is he looking at a scope through a chicken? Is this a Fallout game? Oh no, it's Resident Evil. God damn it. Look at me, what? Well, the GameCube gave it away. It's not Half-Life 2, but I like to guess it. It had a 95 Metacritic. What the hell was that well received? What's up, Savage? How you doing? You're an intelligent Savage. What else do we have? I feel like I missed something on here. Oh, that was just nephew. You didn't like my Bandle joke? My Bandle-tastic joke? I thought you would have. Yeah. I thought it was a fantastic pun. It was so bad. I agree. It was awful. So the Bills can clinch the division if the Packers beat the Dolphins on Thursday and the Bills win on Sunday. The Bills clinch the division. Yeah, December 1st. So nuts. 12. Yeah. Or 13. But either way, December 1st, a division clinch with over a month left in the season. What is this game? It's on PC, PS3, and Xbox 360. What do you think? It was. All right, what are the other pictures? Oh, that one would have given it away. Oh, yeah. Thoughts on SCI rumors that Undisputed 2 being developed in Unreal Engine? I'd be My big thing with that is they better get a ass ton of money to do it, because they built and spent how many years and how many millions of dollars developing that game in Unity to then jump it over to Unreal. I think Unreal would be a better engine for it, but I'd be surprised. Unless they get a massive investment, which, from what I hear, could be happening. But What is it? Oh, thanks. Oh, Shadow of the Colossus. Yep. Yeah, this one would have given it away for me. The third one. And then obviously you get to this and it's like... What the hell? This is a... X-Play? Dude, I used to. Could Fight Night have good gameplay if it's being developed on... No. I mean, it could. Let's be real. It could have good gameplay, but I will forever be here that the Frostbite engine is a great engine for shooters. It is terrible for sports games. And EA going to that and not keeping on developing a separate sports game engine ruined their franchises to me. It's been bad. It's been bad. Nope, it's not Quest 64. Oh, it's a mini golf game? Is it Hot Shots? No, it's a regular golf game, it shows, too. Like, in the third picture. An N64. I knew it's an N64 game, you can tell. This is frustrating, Batman. Yeah. I wonder if I can stream better in here now, so you guys can see it live with me. Well, we'll see. If I go robotic, then I go robotic. Why can't they bring in a new team to develop it? It's because they want to keep money. They want to keep their billions. What is it? I hate you. It is not. Oh my. Son of. When? I don't remember Mario letting you play with regular people. What is it? Hold on. If it's easy, it's one of like 5 games. Is it Homefront? Oh. Oh. Wasn't Ramirez Black Ops because it had Avenged Sevenfold do the song? No, yeah. See, if they would have given me the airport and a screenshot of all the people in the airport, I would have easily gotten it. It's the greatest mission in the history of gaming. Nothing controversial about it. Nothing. UFC release date late. I think summer, like August to October of next year is when we get UFC 6. That's when I'd put it right now. I still think they should release it during International Fight Week. It just would make sense. But EA doesn't do things that make sense. Boom. Easy. It's a puzzle game. It's just a first person puzzle game. It's so good. Oh, cool. We're gonna. What is it? One of these? Oh, this is for. Oh, Delta Force. No. But I'm going to put it anyway because I wanted to get to the next screenshot. Yes. No? Is it Ghost Recon? I see platform for Xbox. Yeah, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six 3, like... Halo. Is it really Halo 2? You son of a bitch! I don't know how GTA 6 Online would work if it's as realistic. The GTA 6 Online stuff, I'm really interested to see how GTA 6 Online merges with GTA Online and how things handle. I'm nervous about that. I think that's going to be the biggest hiccup is converting that. Hopefully they take GTA Online down for like a day and then they push up the new version. That's the goal. Or allow you to choose which one you want because, 11 years of building up your character, your car collection, your house, everything like that. Having that just disappear, I don't think would work. So they got to be working on something to merge it. Bloodborne? No, it's too pixely. This bothers me. Let's see. I don't know based on this one. But I'm putting Bloodborne anyway because I want to get to the next clue. Oh, I was right! Ha! Son of a bitch! I have no confidence. I'm confident that though 3 of the last 4 were first try. This is totally Red Dead Redemption, right? Nope. What the hell is it? That's a spoiler. I got it. Are you doing what? Are you doing it too, Marcos? Oh, you're on 16. This one, you know what? It's not, but I'm going to do Hollow Knight anyway because I want Hollow Knight to exist. My favorite thing, hold on, I could do Hollow Knight Silksong, a game that hasn't come out and I guarantee doesn't exist anymore. What the hell game is this? Red spots? I don't see red spots. Son of a bitch. I love that game too. Bray likes watching me die. What did you like to see in MLB The Show that are other than the ones... Would you like to see in MLB The Show better than the other ones? I want to see MLB The Show... Road to the Show get a complete overhaul. I want contracts to matter. I want your development to matter. I want decisions to matter. Nothing matters in Road to the Show. It's just play your games and that's it. There's no like consequences. There's nothing. And franchise, they need to re-add online franchise because right now that mode is deader than, you know, my spirit and hopes. Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams. All right, 17. Bob Ross. It was, what is it? 94 Metacritic. See, I don't recognize this at all. You know, chat, if you're watching, no. Well, if it's one of them, yeah. I have 907. I have over 900 to get through. What? Oh, I know what it is. It's BioShock Infinite. Oh my god! I love that it was. Incredible. What was the game that came out? What is this? Oh. Nope. I have no idea what this is. Dude, I haven't played. So that's a bunny rabbit head with a lop on a mountain top. A bunny rabbit. I a little bunny rabbit, and I will love him and hug him and squeeze him. I have no idea. Yeah, there's no way I'm guessing this. Yep, never heard of it. Nope. Dude, what is this? I know that. Thanks, asshole. I'm just gonna do Call of Duty because why not? It's not, but you know. What the hell could it be? I mean, it's not in the same it would have told me if it was in the franchise. Yeah. What the hell is this? I got. I got it. Yakuza's Yakuza Zero. Oh, what's fuck? Easy. Dead Cells. Love that game. Aladdin. Beauty and the Beast. PlayStation Home. Oh, damn it. It's one of them. Persona 5. God damn it. I could tell by the menu it was a Persona game, and then it's just trying to guess. What the hell? What? Nope. That's not Last of Us. Oh, man. I don't know these people. Nope. What the hell? It's definitely a Japanese game. Religious Experience. I love that. Action RPG. Religious Experience. What the hell could that be? What could it be? I don't know. Oh, damn it. Well, at least I got it. Oh, this one's easy. Yep, Mario 64. That one's easy. Oh my. Bum, bum, ba, da, 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 da. So long, gay Bowser. You've seen that, right? Oh. No, it's not a bad anything. Sure.
So long, gay Bowser. So long, gay Bowser. So long, gay Bowser. So long, gay Bowser.
He says, so long, Bowser. He, like, long gay. So it sounds like he's like, but it sounds like he's saying so long, gay Bowser. But it's so long, gay Bowser. And it's really funny. Yeah, shoot over that video so I can load it up. Yeah, I could just go to your. I don't know why I typed your thing, Mapcock, as in MAP. Totally typed it that way. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm trying to find. Because he's not sending it. I don't know your name. Oh, that's actually what you have it as? Oh, you changed it. Yeah. See, it's still Mac. Oh, it did. Wait. See, here it still says. Dude, when things hit, man. The dumbest, dude, it's nuts. The dumbest video. Oh, didn't want to do that. The dumbest videos hit. I did something the stupidest years ago. All I did was upload. Let's see if I sorted by views. I just uploaded gameplay of NHL 16. 151,000. Stanley Cup celebration. 128. Like, I didn't do anything. That's what a lot of these were. Goal horns for each team. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Like, okay. And then I stopped for the longest time, and now, I average, like 200. It's been fun. I know. Oh yeah, because you have to get 4,000 view hours each year within 300, like maintain 4,000 views hours. But you're not going to get paid for this video. It's for whatever.
Hello friends, so you're interested in soccer too?
I have $22 sitting in my account from Super Chats. Oh. Whoa! Oh my god! Like that type of stuff. And then should I do the reacting to my reacting? Do I gotta react to my reacting? There. Alright. I am 15 minutes! That's a lot of time! For a franchise that I give no shits about.
Hello friends, so you're interested in Soccer 2 or Anomaly, but you don't know the first thing about the series and you're worried it might affect your good times with the game. Or maybe you played the originals too long ago and don't remember much.
Get out of here, Stalker.
Worry not, here's everything you need to know to feel right at home in the zone when you give it a try. Alright, so what is Stalker? Stalker is a classic game series back from 2007. It wasn't super popular in the West.
I really like his voice here. It's very informative. God, I hate reaction channels. I know, but I know. I hate them so much. I already did, but I did get someone in here. Ephemeral blow up. Cheat viewers on primeviewers.ru. Man, get that crap out of here. Oh yeah, I totally do. That's all I've ever wanted. All I've ever wanted. Let's just get rid of that one.
Time, but it gathered a devout following and heavily influenced the industry. It's the godfather of an entire genre of games, and countless others draw inspiration from it to some extent. It had a big revival in popularity after the standalone mods got some online notoriety. And now Stalker 2 is about to come out, 15 years after the last one, and it's getting much more mainstream attention than the originals ever did, drawing even more people new to the series. But not everyone has the time or patience to play through this janky-ass 17-year-old game. I get it. I just really like them, you don't... So, if you haven't played them before, or if you just want to freshen up your memory, what's it all about? It's an open world game set in the fictional Chernobyl, Ukraine. Yes, that one, with the nuclear plant and all. In this world, there was a mysterious second disaster after the nuclear plant meltdown, and the Chernobyl exclusion zone became known as just the zone. Even if it sounds like a greasy nightclub in the early 2000s. The Ukrainian army cordoned...
What do you mean, greasy nightclub from the early 2000s? You coming at me? I did in the late 2000s. So yeah, not even the early 2000s. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Off this zone with a nuclear power plant at its center.
No, she didn't go. I went when I was in college because they dragged me along.
And nobody's supposed to get in or out. Come on, you're clearly a high schooler. That's a fake ID. You're not getting in. The outside world starts getting rumors about this place. Flashing lights in the sky. Horribly mutated creatures. Artifacts with strange physical and chemical properties. What's going on in there? Well, in the zone, the laws of physics have been bent beyond human comprehension. This makes it an alien, fascinating place of unprecedented scientific value. And also a giant fucking death trap, with death or worse around every corner. Impossible anomalies in space-time. Mutant predatorial creatures. Unexplained psychological phenomena. Take a wrong step into one of these anomalies and you might get put into a spatial paradox. Your skin melted by an impossibly corrosive substance. Turned into barbecue. Or acquires severe clinical mental illness. The zone leaves its mark in the body, mind, and soul of any human who dares venture into it. Often more than just a mark. But hey, remember that unprecedented scientific value? Damn, Mr. Scientist, all that cash for some really spicy anal beads? Sign me right up. Scientists and companies all over the world started paying top dollar for anomalous...
That got me. No, that got me. The really spicy anal beads. That got me. Son of a bitch.
Artifacts and samples and readings and stuff from inside the zone. Mostly the artifacts. The government-sponsored expeditions were never gonna keep up with that, which naturally spawned an entire clandestine economy around it. Joe Schmo, we're in Ukraine, Shevchenko, I'm sorry, that was terrible, I'm taking this out of the video. A resourceful individual looking for some fat stacks started illegally sneaking into the zone to find these artifacts and stuff to sell to the right buyers. Mr. Chenko here was colloquially called a stalker. Roll credits. Eventually, this economy grew to the point that the zone had a semi-permanent small population of illegal inhabitants. What's the Ukrainian army doing in the meantime? Well, they have their own missions to worry about, and it's a big perimeter. There's only so many high schoolers the bouncer can catch sneaking in. So eventually the army just chills, protects its scientists, takes bribes, and shoots anyone who comes too close. This dude is not paid enough to chase some homeless guy with an AK into the death trap that...
Captain Huss, good evening. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're watching this video. It's in the chat from... You know, he was Mapcock. Now you're what? Marcus Anus? Marcus Aki. Marcus Anus. God damn it. I like Marcus Anus. There we go.
Zone. And just like that, the zone becomes our setting. Skilled traders set up shop. They have connections with the military and the outside world to make sure they can smuggle things in and out, supplying stalkers with what they need for their expeditions and getting the fruits of their exploited labor out to the right buyers. We're a real business now. Bandit groups start popping up to prey on that poor vulnerable labor too. Can't have shit in the zone. Techniques for zone exploration become widespread, like throwing bolts ahead of you to see if you're about to step into an anomaly that will give you testicular torsion or something. Custom-made equipment is manufactured for zone needs. Safe settlements are established. Stalkers figure out how to use artifacts' properties to their advantage. There's even a bar. A horde of fanatical stalkers kills anyone who tries to get to their sacred monolith at the center. Okay, we'll get back to that one in a bit. Factions invested in the zone and its future established themselves in their operations. Let's take a look at the big ones real quick. First, the Ecologists, scientists funded by the Ukrainian government, specialized in getting obliterated by mutant dogs every time they step out of their mobile labs. Duty, a paramilitary group founded by ex-militaries that believe that the zone is an abomination that will destroy the world. Thus, they're determined to protect humanity from it while they figure out how to destroy it. They do this mostly by getting obliterated by mutant dogs every time they step out of Rostock. Freedom, who are like one with the zone, man. I believe we should all just coexist with the zone, man. This shit's great. They believe the zone can't be destroyed and it would actually be beneficial to humankind, so they're against the government cover-up and monopoly over its resources. They act upon this by sitting around smoking weeds all day and actually doing the hard work keeping Monolith at bay. What's the Monolith? We'll get back to that one in a bit. So, due to the obvious conflict in ideologies, Duty and Freedom are in a constant war with each other. Trained mercenaries also move in, carrying out special missions for mysterious entities. They're just, like, kind of there. Then you got the Bandits and the Loners, who are not really factions, but more a conglomerate of like-minded individuals making a living in the zone. The difference being who's the meanie and who's nice. The thing about the zone that is impossible to convey just talking about it is its unique atmosphere. This is what keeps everyone coming back to these games. It's dreary, lonely, grim, hopeless, but with an inescapable draw filled with wonder and fascination. And in the face of all that, an unmatched comfort in reaching the safety of a campfire with fellow stalkers. After a long day dodging anomalies, stalkers gather around campfires to play music and trade their stories. In the zone, any of them could be true. There's this big one about a wish granter deep in the center of the zone in the power plant that grants the wish of anyone who can reach it. But nobody can confirm that one because you can't get there. There's a big structure stalkers call the Brain Scorcher on the way. Most who wander inside its range lose their minds, turning into not much more than a wild beast, shooting at anything inside. Others are taken by the Monolith, a faction of quasi-religious cultists who believe in the existence of a holy crystal monolith somewhere in the center of the zone. Monolith soldiers will give their lives to protect it. They are organized and coherent, which is what makes them so dangerous. Cognitive ability of a functional human being, but the endless, selfless determination of an emotionless husk to fulfill their purpose. If they run out of ammo, they'll just charge enemies with their knives, no matter how wounded. If captured, they'll just bash their heads against the wall until they die before giving away any information. The monolith seems to speak to them and give visions of its power, purpose, and glory. Most stalkers know someone who converted to the monolith, and even the bravest of them fear that they could be the next one to hear its voice. Also, even if you don't believe the Wish Granter, there's gotta be a bunch of cash money artifacts over there where nobody has managed to pick the zone clean, or some scientific insight.
So Huss, there is a interview dropping tomorrow. There is no career manager mode at launch. It's basically, when it launches, it's going to be the online team builder, whatever mode they have. Career mode and stuff like that, if the game does well, will come after. As kind of like a paid add-on to the game is what they're thinking. But the full interview is dropping tomorrow at Insider Gaming. It's a written-only interview because we did it over the phone, and I transcribed all the audio, but so there's no video, but it's a good read. It's worth it.
Into the secrets of the zone. So for various reasons, everyone wants to figure out how to go beyond the Brain Scorcher. Oh yeah, also there's the emissions or blowouts, where a burst of some zone energy is released coming from the power plant. Anyone who gets caught outdoors, it's a terrible way to go. And the zone is filled with abandoned underground laboratories with a bunch of mutated experiments and stuff. What's up with that? That's it. That's our setting. Now, if this piqued your interest, you can go and play the first game, Shadow of Chernobyl, to explore and discover the secrets of the zone yourself. Slap on some mods to cover up the janky old game smell and have a go. It's a great mystery to unravel. However, if you don't care and would just like everything spoiled so you can jump onto Stalker 2 or the Anomaly mod No Condom, here's the zone knowledge you'll be missing from the first 3 games. I won't be going through the entire plot of the games, otherwise this video would have been too long and you wouldn't have clicked it. Instead, I'll focus on the world building uncovered through their narratives. So here's Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. The whole game happens, blah blah blah, who cares, I guess. But in the end, Mr. Strelok here, a legendary stalker at this point, after repeated attempts to reach the center of the zone, turns off the Brain Scorcher, opening the way for everyone. The gold rush begins as experienced stalkers from all factions push in. A massive battle breaks out between Monolith, desperately trying to get everyone off their lawn, the army seizing its chance to figure out what the fuck is going on with Operation Monolith, a push to the power plant, and basically everyone else trying to get there, trying to reach the Gucci untouched artifacts first, or for any other reason. Suddenly, a massive emission breaks out, throwing a wet towel on everyone's fun. Strelok just barely makes it into the sarcophagus before it hits. Now he's inside of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, dead center of the zone. Resisting the voice of the monolith, he pushes through waves of its soldiers, hoping to learn what the zone has been hiding from everyone. It's a green hologram, dude. This dude explains the big bad secrets of the zone. Turns out the nuclear disaster creating an evacuated zone was the perfect place for Soviet scientists to set up labs to make their sketchy experiments in peace. When the Soviet Union fell, most of the projects got abandoned, but the most dedicated ones kept going under the pretense of agricultural research in the Agroprom Research Institute. They also didn't bother to keep the Ukrainian government in the loop. Now we can really do our sketchy experiments in peace. They stumbled onto things like the psi radiation, psychic weapons, mind control and stuff. And eventually, into the noosphere. In their words, a
special informational field. It includes all the inhabitants of the planet.
No, right now it's mostly competition
that's all they say about it in the game.
Right now it's mostly competition for eFootball from Konami, Pro Evolution. And he talked about that their goal is to become the second biggest game and then move forward to challenge as long as things go well.
It just sounds like words. Probably because they didn't want the ending to turn into a lecture. But hey, I don't have that problem, so I'm gonna go into where the philosophical concept, the word noosphere, comes from. I think it gives more meaning to what comes next, but keep in mind that what the writers mean by it could deviate from this. Anyway, the noosphere, analogous to the geosphere and the biosphere, is a concept, an abstract layer containing all collective human experience. Think about how the human mind is a collective, its feelings, experiences, and knowledge shapes the world around it. The noosphere is an abstraction to help think about that collective mind of humanity and the directions it leads us. Like if somehow nobody invented gunpowder, so that knowledge didn't pop into the noosphere, or if nobody ever felt a particular emotion, think how different the world and the things on it would have been this whole time. This is from a philosophy book somewhere, bro. It's super deep, bro. Trust me, you wouldn't get it. Anyway, the scientists here found out that the noosphere is an actual, real, tangible thing that exists and stuff. Like an invisible layer of the world our minds are all tuned into. And they confirmed through experiments that they're able to interact with it. Now, what if we could carefully reach into the noosphere and just delete negative human mental aspects like cruelty, greed, and stuff? We're gonna save the world so hard, bro. But one human mind can't really hope to affect the noosphere on a global scale like that. We need more like 7. So they build a big machine that joins 7 of their minds together, thus forming the common consciousness, or seek consciousness. This is terrible acronym. It takes out the word with the least syllables and leaves the biggest one untouched. Who came up with this? Anyway, the big day comes to attempt their experiment, and they f***ed it up. They f***ed it up so badly that instead of doing what they intended, they open a crack, a rift in the noosphere. Thus, the zone came to be. The zone is simply the visible, physical manifestation of that crack in the noosphere, creating a place where physical laws are less like laws and more like polite suggestions. The implication, in my humble understanding.
So, PES wasn't killed by FIFA or EA. PES was killed because they completely botched their games. They broke their game, and then they went to their free-to-play model and then released it unfinished. That's what killed really PES. Konami, I don't know what. They had a good thing, and then they tried something else, and it backfired. Granted, they're going to be the main game of FIFA's, like, the eFIFA World Cup, but at the same time, they're the only option right now, so it made sense. Do I think the Switch 2 will release in March? I do. I think by April it's out. Like, there's been a lot of talk. The latest rumors that it's going to be revealed in January and then released in March, and that would make sense. I'm interested to see what it actually does, though. It needs to be a 1080p handheld. It needs to be 4K when docked. Like, it needs to be a modern thing. And if it's going to get the AAA games like they suggest, it's going to be a massive update.
Understanding being that reality is only as real as the human perception of reality, and the zone is a place where there's an oozing wound in that perception, resulting in nothing working the way humanity understands reality should work. Now, the zone is just a visible manifestation of this crack, so don't worry, it's only much worse than it looks.
The underlying problem is far greater than you can imagine.
Ever since then, the Sea Consciousness is doing everything it can to contain the zone and the rift in the noosphere and undo its cataclysmic fuck-up. Thing is, at the same time, people and the military have been trying to get to the center of the zone to figure out what the fuck is going on. And in their words,
humanity is not ready for the truth.
If the outside world and politicians and generals get involved and there's mass hysteria because of what they know, maybe because of the effects it will have on the noosphere, who knows? Anyway, they won't be able to fix this mess and everyone's so they gotta keep people out by any means necessary. They use the missions which are necessary to disperse excess noosphere energy strategically to murder anyone trying to get close. They also use several psi emitters like the Brain Scorcher to fabricate the illusion of the monolith, promising stalkers fulfillment of all their most coveted desires, showing visions of glory and grandeur, luring them into the range of these emitters only to be brainwashed and mind controlled into becoming the deadly monolith soldiers, fanatical in their purpose to keep anyone away from their sacred monument. That or just zombies, which are also under their control. Also, they would program agents to infiltrate the stalker community and carry out their orders without even realizing it. These agents were marked with a coded acronym and sent back to the zone via these death trucks. Okay, so what now? Well, the bodies in the Seacon are still aging and they could use a new member with an intact brain. It's not like they can just let Strelok walk out of here either. So he gets the option to join the Sea Consciousness and help them contain the zone and save the world. But that's not what actually happens. Strelok decides he's, quote, not going to help you in this deception, and fights through the best monolith soldiers, going through teleporter anomalies until he reaches the machine holding the scientists. He goes ooga booga and shoots them with his gun. Then he lays in the grass thinking, I don't know if I did the right thing or not, but I'm alive. The end. Okay, there are several ethical and moral interpretations of this ending. People argue over it to this day. But I don't know, it's kind of funny to me. It's like a monkey trying to fix a computer with a hammer. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Stalker Clear Sky. Clear Sky are a secretive, independent faction dedicated to researching and understanding the zone. But unlike the ecologists, they're not afraid to use force to achieve their goals. Lebedev, Kalancha, and Suslav here were actually part of the research team that originated the Sea Consciousness. So it makes sense that everyone says they're the ones who understand the zone the most, even more than the government and the stalkers combined. But that's the leadership. The troops mostly don't know what's going on. They just trust that they do. This one is a prequel to Shadow of Chernobyl, set just before the events of the first game. The zone was going through an alarming rate of emissions, and the Clear Sky leadership knows this is because someone is going places they shouldn't be. But they believe that these emissions are causing the zone to become unstable, like a fever getting out of control, and this could lead to a second and much worse disaster. They want to stop the naughty boy doing this so the zone can go back to its balance again. To do this, they enlist the help of a mercenary named Scar. This dude has an ability to survive survive emissions that defy scientific explanation. But they say his nervous system will break down if they keep happening, so he's gotta help them out for his own good. The whole game happens, blah blah, who cares, I guess. They managed to chase Strelok all the way to the power plant and stop him with the whole leadership present, expecting the zone to finally chill out. Psych, the biggest emission hits, and everyone involved is either dead or brainwashed. Oh wait, how did Strelok survive? We don't have time for this. Go play Shadow of Chernobyl to find out. Okay, last one. Stalker, Call of Pripyat. Set after Shadow of Chernobyl, we get to know how things turned out. The zone is zony itself just fine, so good job, Bozo, I guess. Things are pretty much the same with 3 exceptions. 1, emissions happen every few days now, just deal with it. 2, the areas past the Brain Scorcher, while very dangerous, now see regular Stalker traffic, with some establishments like the Skadovsk and the Yanov station popping up even. This is because 3, Monolith is losing power. Monolith has abandoned its children. They can no longer hear its voice, save perhaps for a few key figures somehow, even though they are still powerless to overcome their brainwashing. It's pretty tragic, actually. So they fight on, still keeping full control of the power plant and maintaining some presence in the surrounding area, which is what makes it so dangerous. However, a few rare cases have managed to break free from the brainwashing and return to Stalker society, like Strider and his squad, though they are obviously changed and scarred forever. The actual game is about Major Dektyarev from the Ukrainian Special Service going into the zone undercover as a stalker. Operation Fairway was launched not long after the failure of Operation Monolith, that one that got caught in the emission while Strelok was having a pleasant chat with Sea Consciousness. Like everything else the Ukrainian military seems to do in the zone, it failed miserably. Helicopters carrying Spetsnaz troops were the first step of the operation and they lost contact with those. Mr. Dektyarev here was sent to find out what happened. The whole game happens, blah blah, you know the drill. He finds the survivors and holds off against the Monolith. But hey, look who shows up, it's Strelok.
My name is Strelok.
Unable to find any closure and unsure of what to do next, he wants to go tell the Ukrainian government everything that happened in the power plant, though it might be convenient to leave out his double-digit military body count. He also tells Dektyarev why the helicopters crashed. The anomalies move around every time there's an emission, so their anomaly maps were terribly obsolete when the operation launched. Oops. They get extracted, Strelok spills the beans. The Ukrainian government creates the Scientific Institute for Research of the Chernobyl anomalous area. They make him its chief scientific consultant. Fancy. Dektyarev gets a nice promotion, but refuses a desk job and instead requests to go back to the zone, becoming the security service's permanent observer in there. That's it. Like, subscribe, comment something, and go have fun with Stalker 2. Bye.
I really dig that.
Завязывай, ладно? Надоело.
Кончай уже, Рихтер.
Yeah, don't you pay attention? Jeez. Alright. Video is bad, and you should forever feel bad. Okay, thanks. Bye. Love you. And I gave it the like. I love that. Please make a 15... I'm going to read some of these comments now. Please make a 15,000-hour video about Stalker lore. I need this. You want to really piss people off, by the way? If you want to get a lot of views and get some money now that like you have enough, do a video on Star Citizen. Holy shit. We did one we did one for IG, maybe like 2. We did a story on them because of how long that game's been fucking development for. About how their management is spending money on like updating the cafeteria and making the building look like a spaceship as opposed to putting money towards the game's development itself. You know, what you would do. The amount of bootlickers in the Star Citizen community, holy shit. They just come at you and be like, well, you've never played the game, so you don't know it. We don't need to play the game to know that they're spending money on things that aren't the game. Like what do you expect? Oh, you could totally, dude, I want to see that. I would. Baseball is the greatest sport, and you should feel again. You're bad, and you should feel bad. Speaking of sports, UB is about to win again. Yeah, they're about to. It's their last regular season game. They're about to be 8. It'll be 8. They'll be 8-4 to end the season. So, and there's an outside chance for them to be in the conference championship game. But they're at least going to a bowl game. A year after winning 3 games with a new coach and pretty much the same exact roster, comes in and gets them to 8 wins overall and 6-2 in the conference. Like, that's huge. Oh, all right. I'm done guessing games. I feel like I should play a game. Warcraft? Is that what you said? Oh, I said I feel like I should play a game. Oh, God. I said I feel like I should play a game, and I heard Warcraft. I don't know why I thought you said Warcraft, but that's what I heard. We can do some boxing. Yeah, I need to watch this again. This made me laugh so hard.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
プレイステーション
So good. So funny. It's... So in 2013, Xbox revealed the Xbox One in the morning at E3. And in their reveal, they said the console was always going to be on. It was going to check if you were the original owner of the game, and if you weren't, you couldn't play the game. So it wasn't going to allow used games to be played on the console. And then they said, well, we have a console for those who don't have an internet connection. It's called the Xbox 360. They did that stupid shit, basically saying, hey, we don't want you to play our new console. So Sony, who had their E3 presentation like 8 hours later, rewrote a bunch of shit and filmed a bunch of shit to basically attack Xbox. And that was the funniest one. It was like, we have news on how you can share your games
PS4.
with players. Here.
Thanks.
Because it was like, they won't, like people still back then borrowed games from each other, especially single-player games. It's like, well, if you finished it, it's a single-player game, let me borrow it. Okay. And Xbox was going to be like, nah, I can't do that. Yeah. Exactly. They have GameStop Retro. I haven't stepped in a GameStop in like 6 years. No, I lied. I went to the mall like last year, and I walked into the one in the mall just because it was there, and I wanted to feel sense of something, and then I felt sadness. I want to just take. I remember when we were up in Toronto, I took the kids. Sarah and I took the kids to a legit Toys R Us because I'm like, I want you to see what it's like to walk into a toy store, and they thought it was the greatest thing in the world. The greatest thing in the world. I'm like, it was. Walk them into a GameStop and be like, this used to be where I go at midnight to pick up a game. But on that note, I'm going to end the stream because I have to use the bathroom. Yeah, you know, got to do what you got to do. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in. I will be back. Have a joyous Thanksgiving. Enjoy all the terrible Thanksgiving food because it's awful and it's the worst kind of food you can eat. I will be enjoying prime rib because that's what I want to eat. So, until next time, take care. Love you all. Be kind. I'm out. Boom shakalaka.